Okay, so as some of you may know, a few months back now, JaackMaate uploaded a video where he hired 100 people to dress up as Boris Johnsons and stand outside Downing Street just to have a bit of a party. It was a really cool video and I was involved in it, if you didn't know. So in today's video, I'm just going to go through the video he uploaded about it and explain a few things, you know, maybe share a few secrets about the behind the scenes that you may not have known from first watching the video originally. So yeah, let's just crack on with it.
So me and my good pal Alfie, we've got a plan.
What's the idea?
I got 100 Boris Johnsons to party outside Downing Street. I'm guessing if you want them to look like Boris Johnsons, I won't be involved. I'll be behind the camera.
If anything, he'd hate you.
Yeah, don't point at me. And then, yeah, 100 Boris Johnson outfits. Get them all down for a party outside his gaff.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
First thing, very clearly, they had this all planned out, hiring 100 Boris Johnsons to stand outside Downing Street, but that's not quite the way it happened. So how it really went down, or for us at least, the people involved in the video, Jack put a tweet out saying he needed males for a video that were in close proximity to London pretty much, which were available on a particular date. I was available on that date, you know, I'm close enough to London, I'm a male, I was like, okay, you know what, we might as well go for it. So I emailed like it said to do, and I got a reply pretty quickly saying I was going to get added to a Discord group. So I got added to this Discord group with about 100 other people, which was where we were getting more details about the video. But all we were really told was, this is the location, this is the time, this is the date, everyone turn up wearing suits and blue ties. That's absolutely all we were told. Like, that's what, we had no clue what we were getting into. And I hired 100 Boris Johnsons. I want to make it clear, we weren't paid for this. We weren't paid at all. He did offer to pay for our tube expenses, but we weren't paid for this. So hired is a bit of a weird word.
There we go. 100 Boris Johnson serious politician, Prime Minister Conservative celebrity masks. 200 quid. Bargain.
So he splashed out £200 on these masks, these iconic Boris Johnson masks, and well, actually, give me a minute. Here we go. Right here, I've got the very mask I wore in the video. Looking beautiful. It's quite big actually compared to my head. Boris has got a big old head. But yeah, there's the mask I wore in the video right there. The light is shining on it very brightly, but that's okay. And on the back, oh, there we go, signed by JaackMaate as well. Absolutely lovely. So yeah, that is a piece of YouTube memorabilia right there.
It's 7:30 in the morning. Today's the day. 100 Boris Johnsons go to party outside Downing Street.
Big speaker, lovely masks, loads and loads of booze.
As you can see, the boot of his car was filled with alcohol, and I want to make this very, very clear. This was non-alcoholic alcohol. We weren't risking anything when it came into getting, you know, into legal trouble. And of course, drinking out in public, it's a bit of a grey area. So Jack made sure all the alcohol was completely non-alcoholic, just so there was no chance of us getting into any trouble about that.
It was an hour into our journey that we realised that we hadn't sourced any Boris Johnson wigs. Cue the montage of our frantic last-minute attempts.
Is there any chance I can get them today?
Oh,
What
the earliest we could do is probably about 10 days time. When do you need them for?
like within the next hour, mate.
You ain't got enough chance, mate.
No chance, no?
No.
At this point in the video, I was on the tube down to our meeting spot in London, and Jack still hadn't organised our wigs yet. It was a complete mystery whether he'd had them sorted in time or not. And of course, we were unaware what the video was, so we didn't know that he'd need wigs ready. But literally an hour before we start filming, and he still was not. He still isn't prepared. It's the most JaackMaate thing ever.
Reservoir dogs. Here they are. You just look like you're on a school trip. You know the idea? You're all going to be dressed as Boris Johnson. We're going to go to near Downing Street and we're going to have a party.
So you can hear the confusion amongst us, because this was the first time we knew, this is the first time we heard what the video was. He says, you know what you're here for. We didn't know what we were here for. We weren't told what we were there for. That right there was the first time he actually told us what the video idea was. I just thought that was quite interesting.
If there's any police or anything that ask what you're doing, say just having a laugh, mate, just having a party.
Yeah, we were fully prepared for maybe, you know, police to come up to us at some point, question us, ask us what's happening. And Jack actually had a lawyer involved with the whole video, just to make sure there was literally nothing that could go wrong at all. You know, he checked with the lawyer to make sure everything was legally in check and legally sound. so there was nothing we could get in trouble for. We were still prepared to be approached by the police, of course.
Then just like that, like a phoenix.
There you go, so you can see me standing in the background, holding my non-alcoholic alcohol, looking very confused by it. But yeah, it's a great time.
Jordan came through at the final hour with the Boris Johnson wigs. The party was on.
The wigs are sorted. I'm sure you've watched this video before, to be fair. Yeah, the wigs were sorted eventually, so thank God, because I'm not sure how well the masks would have done by themselves, especially since a lot of them, or a lot of us, had our masks up on our heads for a lot of the time because they were so hard to see through. So it was a good job we had the wigs.
A party, so we're now off to Downing Street to make that happen.
Come on!
Yeah, that was the first time we ever heard the song that Jack had prepared for this video, and he was literally right, he was like, everyone stand here, I'm gonna play the song and we're just gonna dance to it. Actually, come to think of it, I don't even think he was actually playing the song at that point. I think he just said everyone dance and act like the song is playing, because I'm not sure if we actually had time to get it all set up properly. So I'm pretty sure at that point we weren't even dancing to any music. He literally just said, act like you're dancing to music and we'll put it in later. Honestly, being on the tube or going down the escalators or waiting on the platform, 100 people dressed up as Boris Johnson, it was one of the most surreal things I've ever experienced. Just seeing everyone dressed up as Boris Johnson, you've got a sea of blonde wigs. It was honestly absolutely insane. I feel very sorry for the members of public that were on our tube carriage, but honestly, it was completely unbelievable.
As we approached the Downing Street gates, people everywhere were taking photos and joining in with the chants. Paparazzi and press were running to keep up.
Are you a pap? This guy's getting the money shot.
Taxi drivers, buses and cars were honking. Everybody seemed to be together. Although this was obviously a silly stunt, we genuinely felt a sense of togetherness, something that this government clearly lacked.
This is a work event. 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 This is a work event.
Walking from the tube station to Downing Street, there was people everywhere. There was paparazzi everywhere. There was members of the public filming on their phones, people on buses. There was trucks, there was cars honking their horns. Everyone absolutely loved it, and it was just so nice for, you know, just to put a smile on people's faces. You know, when you see something a bit out of the ordinary in your mundane, regular day, and you just see something, you know, it puts a smile on your face. So it was nice to see that. But genuinely, yeah, the paparazzi were insane. Like when I got home that night, literally articles everywhere. Like it was on TV that night, the next day, you know, all over social media. It went viral so quickly, and it was absolutely nuts. But genuinely, everyone there was so lovely. Especially since it was the first time we had all met. It just felt like we had already all known each other for such a long time, and everyone just came together and smashed a video out of the park. Like, you wouldn't think it was the first time we had all met, but genuinely, we went from not knowing what the video was to being outside Downing Street within half an hour, having a great time, and everyone was just amazing. You know, Jack was amazing as well, Alfie was amazing, Robbie Knox was amazing, Fiona was amazing, everyone was great.
And I like to party.
We just all had an absolutely amazing time. Like, we were literally just dancing, having a time of our lives, just being filmed. You know, paparazzi everywhere again. There was this one guy who was trying to film for TikTok. I can't remember what his name was, but every time we were like trying to do a shot, he just stood right in front of the cameras, set up a little tripod, put his phone on top of the tripod, and started doing some, I don't even know what he was doing, but he was getting right in the way of our shoot. But it got to the point where Jack was like, please just let us get this one shot, and then we'll leave you alone, you can do whatever you want to. But he was trying to get in on the action. But yeah, no, we just had absolutely amazing time. As you can see on the screen there, you can see just some of the insane articles. Like, there was so many, like too many to count. There was just new ones, like in our Discord that we had. We were just putting article after article after article. They were just infinite. It seems gone forever. It was absolutely nuts.
Oh yeah. How you doing? Good, thank you. You right? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
With somebody who's organised it, is that?
Yeah, that's me and Alf. Yeah. So we are just having a little bit of a party, really.
Obviously, they're allowed to in there, so I thought maybe we can out here.
Did you make anyone aware that you were doing this?
No, because it's not a protest. We're not protesting anything. We're just having a party and stuff.
What's your intentions today?
Just having a laugh, having a party. As I say, they're allowed to do it that side of the fence, so we thought we'd do it this side of the fence.
All done that way,
yeah.
Can we just take your name and just contact number?
I don't think I have to give it to you though, do I?
It's just basically it's a point of like us guys communicating with you.
I'll happily give it to you, but I mean I don't have to give it. We'll stop with the parties, and I'm sure they will now as well.
Are you posting it anywhere?
I might be, yeah.
So yeah, this is the point where the police got involved. After we finished wrapping up the video, we headed back to Trafalgar Square, got a few photos on the stairs, and then you know, we just got photos with Jack and with Alfie. You know, got them to sign a few things, that kind of thing. And that's the point where the police got involved, pulled Jack and Alfie aside and was like, what's going on? Of course there was nothing the police could do because we weren't doing anything illegal, but just as we expected, the police tried to get involved, but we were all dispersing at that point anyway, so it was too late to do anything really. But yeah, we had an absolutely amazing time. Hope you guys learned a couple of things maybe that you didn't know about the video before. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. We will be back to the normal content when I get back from holiday. I feel like I'm saying that all the time, but we will be back to normal content soon. So thank you so much guys for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you never want to miss an upload, and I'll see you in the next one.